In one of the most surprising moves of all time, Mongraal and MrSavage have officially moved to NA, and they are going to be playing possibly the final duo FNCS ever, and they are going to be playing it on NA. In a sort of mini movie type of thing, Mongraal and MrSavage both tweeted out The Last Dance, and it is basically just a video of them like collaborating with Clix, and then at the very end they said they're going to take over NA, which pretty much solidified their move from EU officially over to NA now. So in today's video, I pretty much want to talk about what are the actual chances that they're able to qualify for FNCS Grand Finals, qualify for the LAN event, and possibly even win FNCS Grands. Before I get into this video though, I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of summertime. If you guys are new to the channel and you just want to help me out, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure you guys turn on notifications as well, because I try my best to drop banger videos every other day. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this video. Can we just quickly talk about how insane this season's FNCS is going to be though? We have Mongraal and MrSavage, Vino and Clix, Taste and Niamzo, Pink and Miro, as well as every single big name NA team that we had last season. We still have Peterbot and Pollo, obviously. This is going to be the craziest FNCS we have ever seen. But back to focusing on Mongraal and MrSavage, there is a couple of things that I am worried about. Obviously, this is only, I'm pretty sure, Mongraal's third season back into the game now, because he came back for OG Fortnite, and then he played FNCS the next season, which they were able to make Grands, and then this season they weren't even able to make it out of lowers, I'm pretty sure. If you watched their streams last season, and the reason why they weren't able to make it out of lowers or even make Grand Finals in the first place was mainly because of their drop spot. To me, I feel like that was one of the best seasons Mongraal has personally played, and MrSavage was playing insane as well. Every time they were able to make it to endgame, they were almost locks to be able to get like top 5 in that game. They just struggled so much off spawn, and they also were not the best with Storm Surge, even though to me Mongraal is one of the most underrated Storm Surge players in this game. The thing about Mongraal and MrSavage is they're going to be getting even less respect on NA than they did on EU, because if we're just being honest here, no one is really scared of Mongraal off spawn in 2024. I'm not even trying to sound like rude or anything about that. He's just not the same player that he once was. It's obviously not prime Mongraal anymore. MrSavage is really good as well, but especially because they are two EU players and they are some of the most popular EU players in the world, I feel like we especially see a lot more people kind of like clout farm and land on pros on NA. So I would just expect that to honestly increase with Mongraal and MrSavage. As of the time of me recording this video, they haven't officially announced a drop spot or where they are going yet for this FNCS. If I were to just make a prediction right now, I would say that they're just going to stick at that same little split drop that they had, since that is the place that they have the most experience going to, and I feel like it would be the best chance for them to actually win an off spawn fight there. The only team that is currently landing there is Seek and Dash, and with all respect to them, I don't really know too much about them, so I feel like Mongraal and MrSavage do have a pretty good chance of landing there and being able to alpha it over, like, say if they had to land on an actual like competitive good NA team. I want to give something that might be a hot take to some people, but I really don't think Mongraal and MrSavage should have moved to NA. For the content is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be super fun to watch them, but especially after how many good EU teams have moved over to NA, I just think that they would have a better chance to be able to qualify for Grand Finals on EU now instead of NA. Like, if they're going to pick a season to do it, they should have done it last season. There's just way too many good teams, and there's not enough drop spots on the map for them to be able to get an uncontested spot, because even if they do end up alphaing their POI from Seek and Dash, a random team could always still contest them, and there's just so many good big name teams and pros this season that whenever you are adding like an additional 8 big names and big teams, you're going to have to contest somebody, and I guarantee you a lot of people would rather contest Mongraal and MrSavage than Clix and Vino or Tayson and Niamzo. Like, you honestly can't even really name that many big players on EU anymore besides like Malibuka and like Seti, and pretty much all of the popular players from EU have officially moved over to NA now. And you have to remember, there is only the top 10 teams are able to make the LAN event, and the thing that Savage wants to do the most is qualify for the LAN event with Mongraal specifically. So if you wanted to do that, I would have just stuck it out on EU and tried one last time there. EU FNCS is about to be so dead though, like nobody is going to be watching that. NA is definitely the main show. All right, I want to do something a little bit different than I normally do for my other videos. If you guys have watched my other videos, you know that I give like percent chances for like the chance that I think they have of being able to win Grand Finals, but I'm just being completely honest, I have about a 0% chance for Mongraal and MrSavage to win in Grand Finals. So I want to give something different. I want to do a ceiling and a floor. If you don't really know what those analogies mean, pretty much their ceiling is like what I think their best available outcome is going to be for this season, and the floor is what I believe is like the least that they will be able to accomplish. So for already like bigger name teams like Peterbot and Pollo last season, it would obviously be like their ceiling is winning Grand Finals and their floor would be like top 5 in Grand Finals, if that makes sense. So for Mongraal and MrSavage, I would honestly have to say my ceiling for them is is just making grand finals. I feel like if they are able to make grand finals, it would be a successful season no matter what. You can't really be too mad about making a grand finals after moving completely across the country, especially with just the point that Mongraal is at in his career now. Making a grand finals would be just amazing for them, even if they aren't able to make the LAN event. The floor though is definitely just not making grands. We saw them do it last season, so you can't even really say that it's a hot take that they might not make grand finals. I do see it as a really real possibility, mainly just because of the fact that they are going to struggle with a drop spot this season. They're not going to be uncontested. They aren't the most impressive team in the world, and now that NA is by far the best region, I'm just not too confident in their ability to be able to make grands anymore. I want to know what your guys' thoughts about everything I just said was in the comment section down below. If I had to pick 3 teams right now that moved to NA recently to be able to make grand finals, the ones that I have for locks are definitely Clix and Vino, Tayson and Yamzo, and a team that I feel like a lot of people forgot about, and that is actually Mixon and now his new duo Blocka. Paco and Mixon were actually the first team to move to NA last season, and Mixon actually picked up his duo that he was able to qualify to Copenhagen with to be able to move to NA with him now. So to me, that is one of my like underrated, sneaky good teams that I feel like is going to surprise a lot of people this season. I definitely believe that Mongraal and MrSavage are going to be one of the most fun teams to watch. The numbers that they're about to pull are going to be insane, especially if they are able to place well. Everybody is going to be watching them. Everyone is going to be cheering for them, and I hope that they do end up proving me wrong for my predictions today. We all want to see Mongraal and MrSavage succeed though, and if they are willing to put in the work and they are willing to grind, which is something I feel like Mongraal really struggled with last season, but now that they are completely moving over to NA, hopefully they grind a lot more and they focus on a little bit more competitive and not just strictly content and releasing like new maps every week. This is the stuff that Fortnite needed though. This season to me is completely horrible. I feel like viewership would be down so much this season if all these EU pros didn't move to NA. So shout out to all of them for that. And that is pretty much all for today's video. I think I covered every single thing I wanted to talk about. I have some banger videos planned for the future though, so make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and turn on notifications as well. Comment down below how you think Mongraal and MrSavage are going to do this FNCS. If you guys think they're going to be able to make grand finals, if you think they're not even going to make grands, what place exactly you think they're going to be able to get, and if you guys think they're going to be able to make the LAN event. Remember, we are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of summertime. We have about 2 months left, and I'm pretty sure we're like 100 subs away from 41,000. So if you guys are watching this video, you could literally be the 41,000 subscribers. So just subscribe and turn on notifications. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Creator codes have just reset since it is June now currently. So if you were using my code, I'm pretty sure it got taken out of the item shop now. So just make sure you go put code KDOG back into the item shop. Hope you guys enjoyed the video though. I truly do love and appreciate every single person that watches all my videos. If you watch this video all the way through, comment down below GOAT Squad, because that's exactly what you guys are. Hope you guys enjoyed it though, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.